Welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I'm your host, Keisha. I've got producer James here in the studio.
Hey.
And we are joined by Sushi, who we're hoping does not try to make an appearance or try to be vocal, nor have anything to say.
Yeah, he should be old and quiet.
You know, people really try to make something out of things that are really, really simple. You know what I mean? Like, for example, I was reading a menu and it read like this: sensational, sizzling, sassy fajitas, mesmerizing, mountainous steaks,
Tantalizing.
tantalizing,
Titillating.
titillating. So,
Parts.
yeah, here's my thing. It's like, you cannot impress me by adding all these adjectives. Are those adjectives?
Yes, they
Yes.
are. Wow.
Yes. I did
Good job,
good. Yeah.
Keish.
All these adjectives. Just tell me, is it fresh? Is it meat? And how much it costs? That's all I really need to know.
I can't eat words.
Well,
I mean, not literally.
I've never put any food. Now, okay, I put food in my mouth and I'm like, God damn, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
I put food in my mouth and I'm like, wow. I've never put food in my mouth and said, this is sensationally tantalizing, zealous, nothing like that.
Well, you have, but that's not the way you describe it.
Okay.
So I'm sure you've had food that other people would say was tantalizing and titillating and a taste bud adventure.
Yeah.
And you just say, man, that shit's good.
Yeah, that's really, like, I'm not one of those people that I'm like, oh man, I can taste the hue of lavender. I can taste that they use one pump of sugar-free, dairy-free almond rice milk.
You can't taste, well,
I don't, my
you can't
taste
tell if
buds
it's
don't
white
work.
or pink salt.
No, my taste buds don't work like that. And whenever I'm eating with people, like James is like that, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what is that? So, like, TMZ had this story about, what is this animal, this new animal we've seen roaming in the wild? And I can't remember what state it was, right? So, you know me, I'm like, oh, okay. Now we fixing to see like a hybrid elephant falcon or something like that, taking its first flight.
It's the world's fattest
Okay.
griffin.
I'm like, what? So of course I have to click on there because anything about animals I'm fascinated by. So I'm watching the video footage, right? And it's probably a minute, 30 seconds to 2 minutes worth of footage. And I'm like, I see animals, I see the animals, and I'm like, well, what the fuck animal are they talking about? I'm like, all I see are wolves and this little mutt motherfucker over here that looks like his wolf mom got fucked by a dog. So I'm like, where is this?
Where's the new animal?
Where's it? It was a fucking hybrid dog. It was a wolf hybrid. I'm like, what the fuck? We see those in Texas all the time.
We got those forever.
Yeah. And I'm like, I sat there the whole time and I said, well, they keep showing this one clearly wolf dog hybrid. Of course it cannot be that. I'm like, where is it? Like,
Boy, they clickbaited your ass, didn't they?
I mean, there's video footage of it. And I'm
No,
like,
but I'm saying that they clickbaited. Like,
and I
here's a
sat there and
cool
watched
thing
the
that's
whole
not.
thing and I'm like, where is the rat cat at?
Where's
like,
this Pokemon looking thing? I'm
Where
supposed to find?
is the Pikachu looking motherfucker? What I'm like, literally, I'm in a room by myself and I actually raised my hands to do, huh? Because I'm like, is it me? Am I not seeing it? Then I like get closer to it. I'm like, maybe it's a small something that I'm just not seeing. And then they even said it. Oh, it's this. Okay, so you know what it is. What was so fascinating about it? It's like, and we even captured it running with wolves several times. Well, because it's half wolf. That's like saying I see a child that's half black and half white. I saw them hanging out with white people. Well, what the fuck? It's half white. Of course it would be.
I mean,
Like
there's people that have run with wolves.
they get raised by wolves. In
Yeah,
fact.
it's like feral children that it's happening.
Yeah, show me that. And I'm just like, they made a whole story about something that they say, we don't know what it is. And then on the second paragraph, you state exactly what it fucking is, which anyone with eyes knew what it was. I mean, because it looks like a wolf, but it's like something's a little different. I'm like,
Yeah.
it looks like a wolf hybrid dog. Like, people own those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we have coy dogs here in Texas where a coyote mixes with a dog.
Yeah.
That ain't new.
This dog is probably like someone said, I want a half wolf, half dog. Or wooflet, or whatever you want to call it. Then they saw how much that motherfucker ate, and they said, "Now, you're gonna have to go back with your people out there in the wild, going, ow!"
Wolflet.
Yeah, a little wooflet. I was like, people just do the utmost. If you are a friend of the Libra Lounge with Keisha, which I hope you are, it is time for the gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip the gab with Keisha.
Alrighty, so this P. Diddy case is just, okay, so you guys all know my theory about, I knew Pete Diddy was guilty before he even got any charges. Because anybody that have, like, it's one thing to have a big forehead, but when you have like the not lit things on like the edges of it, where it looked like his forehead looks like how Hellboy looked after he got the horns cut, but like P. Diddy got his shaved down a little bit more and then got a skin transplant where they put skin over it.
He looks like every alien we see with a big head. It's like
It's
normal
the head, yeah.
and then it gets big head.
Yeah, and then he's a forever mouth breather.
Oh yeah, he never shuts his mouth.
He never shuts
Literally.
his mouth. To me, you're guilty before any charges have been given to you because you're just guilty by stupid looks. Like, you look like you have wild orgies and things like that. Like, you look like if someone said your kid was ugly, that person would be floating in a river the very next day. You look like you have thousands of bottles of lube and baby oil in your house. To me, that is like a yeast infection in breeding. What exactly was the baby oil used for? Was it to slick things down? Were y'all playing like that game you play in the backyard with kids, slip and slide?
Well, sort of.
Were you doing yeah. Because to me, if you need that much lube, it's everybody fucking everybody. Men fucking women, women fucking women, men fucking men. Every hole is being fucked. Like, there's a lot of fucking going on. I never want to fuck that much in my life. I don't even want to fuck that much in my life to need lube. Because I'm not,
Right.
I'm going to do it one time and then I'm done for the evening. And I feel like I've met my quota for the week. The milkman has been paid in full. No lube was needed. But this motherfucker thinks he's so above the law. You see the scroll of charges against you, and you still say, hey, I've got this mansion worth $50 million. Take that and let me out on bail. No. No.
So it's three major charges. One of them, the worst one, is an actual racketeering, like a RICO. Like, this is what they get mob guys on, like criminal conspiracy.
Okay.
So the details from the attorney that released it was, so he's accused, this is fucking insane, he's accused of having a criminal conspiracy where his money, power, he trafficked people. He would bring women into his house and then make them have sex for days with porn actors. He would move across state lines.
That's where the kidnapping comes in.
That's where the kidnapping comes in. That's there's arson part of that.
What was the arson part? I didn't understand the arson part.
Apparently,
Like,
he's
what-
burned some shit. Like, I don't know
like
what.
people? Like, he burned
No,
people?
not people. I think like stuff. So one of the things they mentioned in the conspiracy charge is that he would use violence, he would use blackmail to keep people quiet about what they did. Like, he would have these things called freak offs,
Yeah.
which are recorded. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing. All these videos are starting to come out now
Yeah.
from people that recorded it, from his own discovery, all this shit. There are cease and desist letters being sent all over Hollywood right now. This is about to get fucking bad.
I think a lot of people are going to go down.
A lot.
And they're going to go down because Diddy's going to say, yeah, he did it. Hey, here's the video to prove that he did it.
Well, a RICO charge carries a potential life sentence.
Oh, he's not getting out.
Oh no, not getting out. But I'm saying, think of the plea deal he would try to make,
Oh, yeah. He's most
and giving up
definitely.
everybody else who knew shit.
Yeah, because
Oh.
you know what? They don't have thousands of bottles of lube and baby oil in prison. He's going to get fucked in the ass for sure.
I think I read where they got like 782 dildos seized from his house, something like that.
Like, they don't have 700 dildos in a sex shop
No,
on a given Saturday.
that's like 3 Adam and Eves.
That is like insane.
Not just that, but the other violence, the sexual assault. I mean, all the stuff that happened, to the women who were in his life directly, like not counting just the people that he brought in.
I mean, they have been saying since his ex Kim Porter's death that her friends are like, he did this.
Oh yeah,
He killed her.
Or had somebody do it, or
Yes, because she
It is-
wouldn't go back to him for like the 50th time.
There was just a video with Kim Kardashian just got released of her at a party. Like this video that he had of her at a party, you see P Diddy, you see so many people at a party.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they knew what was going on, but
Well,
enough
because I heard
people-
there was a party within the party. Like there's the outside party, then there's an inside party where you need a separate invitation to.
Yeah, we've all seen Eyes Wide Shut. We know like you walk into the
Actually, I
door
haven't.
and then you go into the other door.
Yeah, I've never seen like orgy stuff because I don't like to see that many people happy and having a good time all at once. I really don't. I like a little joy.
You want to go to the sad swinger party.
I want to go over there and, first thing, what kind of food y'all got? If you ain't got good food, I'm not
Gotta
coming
have good
anyway.
Or just got to have good food.
Well, and I'm already pissed off because y'all say we got to wear white. Wear white because when I wear white, my food says, well, are you sure about that? Because I'm going to have the food all over me.
And your makeup.
And my makeup. I'm gonna be the girl over there sitting at the table with somebody else who got invited by proxy, eating the different kinds of cheeses and crackers. That's what I'm going to do.
You're the person snacking at the
I'm
orgy.
gonna be snacking, and I bet they have some pretty fucking good weed there too. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
they have everything.
These are not like traditional black people crimes that he's committing.
No, this is sick people shit.
I mean, black people crimes, well, once upon a time, oh, I robbed a store, stick 'em up so I can go buy crack. Oh, I got pulled over by the cops because I got a trunk full of weed and I was driving to my mom's church and I was smoking it. The cops fucking could smell it. I shot my baby mama's other baby daddy. This is new for us. Like, we have evolved that we commit crimes like this.
So now, my God, like if you look up the news for P. Diddy stuff, like Usher has deleted all of his tweets after Diddy got arrested because Usher used to live with him. I know, yeah. Justin Bieber spent a lot of time over there. Dude, I mean, this is going to be big.
This is like the next big Hollywood scandal, and I wonder how long it's going to take for Ryan Murphy.
Oh shit! Oh my God! He just did the Aaron Hernandez story, so
And
there'll
he's
be a
just
Diddy
doing the
story.
Menendez brothers, like,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. And we're talking about 700 dildos, lube, and that has Ryan Murphy production written all over it. Okay? I'm just wondering, like, who's he going to pick to play P. Diddy? Like, I mean, because he's going to come out with something.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh,
Yeah.
Can you imagine the movies, the book? I mean, this is going to be so fucking huge. I think.
I mean, it's going to be the equivalent of the O.J. Simpson trial, I think.
No, this will be like
Bigger.
this will be Jeffrey Epstein, but with some real fucking payoffs. I think
Yeah.
because Epstein a lot of talk about people who were there who didn't, but I mean, no one else has been like arrested for it.
Yeah, I think other people.
I think this is going to
like
be.
a lot of high-profile people are going to get arrested for this.
I think there's going to be a whole lot of people shutting up, people backing off of stuff, people deleting tweets already,
And a
like,
lot of money being moved around just
and
in
a lot,
case.
yeah,
Just in
a
case.
lot of insurance. There's been some stories about people who were talking about fleeing the country. I mean, it's yeah, it's bad.
Whew, this is something, but this is something that has been brewing and brewing for years, and no one is happier about this than 50 Cent. Because he cannot fucking stand P. Diddy. He has been telling us for years that P. Diddy is a finger up the ass motherfucker, that he ain't about shit. He's a murderer. He has been telling us for years, and here it is. It's all coming out. I don't believe he's innocent about anything. And just to
No.
think that this is a man who's doing all this and he has daughters.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Some men live a dirty lifestyle and then they have a daughter. They're like, okay, my
yeah. I see
womanizing
what,
ways have got
yeah.
to stop. You
I see
know,
what my ways.
yeah, I don't want someone treating my daughter like this. So he's like, I don't fuck them kids.
Fuck
You
them
know?
exactly. Fuck them kids.
Yeah, and the sad thing about his twin daughters, Delilah and Jessie, is that now they don't have a mom or a dad. Because Kim Porter was their mom
Right.
and Diddy is the dad. So,
Oh,
this is bad.
that's terrible.
Yeah,
It's
bad,
going to
bad,
be.
bad.
I mean, I heard somebody say, and I really believe this, that Bill Cosby, the whole thing around him started opening the door after him, after Me Too, after
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein. Like, people are getting more and more like willing to talk out about shit. Not enough, but
Yeah. It amazes me that, and I know it happens all the time, people get, women and men, are sexually violated and they just don't say anything.
no, especially in Hollywood or even in business. Like when you can have your whole livelihood taken away from you by somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in a bad position.
Well, now you're in a position to make money from it if you come out with it,
Yeah.
which I think these people should get paid for their pain and suffering. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Well,
And
yeah, they should.
they
The
should.
victim should.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The
Oh, yeah.
victim should.
Everyone else who knew about it should be fucking arrested.
Yeah, now you hoes was out there just busting it wide open. Y'all wanted to be there.
That's
Like
different.
if any of the videos come out, I hope it's not of like victims, but I need like the girls that have a sign that said, "I'm here because I want to be here." I just want to see what the fuck were they in there doing? Like
I mean, they just said like kind of everything. It says.
I don't want to do everything sexually. I'm perfectly fine with
I got some limits too.
missionary. I'm good with just missionary. I don't really have to do nothing but lay there. I don't want to work too hard. I prefer to get this done, and I'm not sweating, and I'm good.
You know, folks, I wish she was joking. She's not.
God gave me this small gift down there. I don't feel like the rest of my body should have to do anything. Let it do its job. That's why it's there. Like when it's time for things to go down, I said, "It's all you, girl. It's all you." What the fuck is my head and my arms and stuff like that?
What's your kneecap
Why
have
do
to
I
do
need
with
to be
anything?
involved with any of this? Bitch, you were put on earth for two things: that and to have a child come through.
From that.
That's it. From doing that, it all revolves around that. So do your thing. Do your thing.
I have never heard a woman explain sex like that.
Well, that's how I see it. You know what I mean? She's there for a reason. Like,
I'd be crying if it wasn't so funny.
well, I mean, my eyes are to be able to see. I don't expect for my fucking elbows to see for me because that's not why elbows were put on me. So I let my eyes do their thing. Like, who am I to tell my eyes what it should be doing other than fucking looking? That's what I don't tell my feet to do things that my neck does. No,
What does that mouth do?
nothing but talk shit and ask for money and, things and complain. That's what my mouth does. Each body part was put on our body, was designed specifically
purpose.
for a purpose. People get things fucked up when they try to make body parts do other things. No, why are you having sex and your leg is behind your neck? That is not what a leg is there for. A leg is there to give you support. You need to let that thing do its thing, and
This
you
is
don't worry about
fascinating.
its thing.
This is fucking fascinating.
I mean, like my nose. My nose is here for me to smell.
Yep.
I'm not going to ask my nose to do things that my mouth do. But you've seen stupid people put a straw in their nose and try to drink. That makes absolutely no sense to me at all. That is not why the nose was designed. And I feel that way about, my lower region. They're there for everything can work together, but there's no need for them to work together.
They can all have their own job.
The most discussion that needs to be had between, as far as sex go, or that thing and the legs possibly. Well, we're about to do that thing. Do you guys mind opening a little bit? And that's it. Let things do their things. It doesn't have to be a combo. You heard about that wolflet because somebody's whole ass dog went out there and fucked the wolf. Now look at you. You got TMZ following your baby around. I'm just saying, let things do what they're supposed to do. That's it.
Don't make my nose taste.
That's not what your nose is supposed to do.
Right.
Oh, I got a sinus infection. Well, yeah, you did, because you were snorting Kool-Aid up your nose. Kool-Aid, you dilute with water and you drink it. Not through your nose, but through your mouth. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect for my belly button to bite. That's what my teeth are here for. I don't really think a belly button has much purpose, but it most definitely isn't to bite or eat food.
I think it has no purpose.
It really has no purpose. But you know what I do? I let it be right there and have no purpose. Maybe that's its purpose right there. So, moving right along. So there is this rumor that, what was the award show? Was it the Emmys that just happened?
Emmys just happened.
Or was it the Golden Globes? I think it was the Emmys.
Yeah, Emmys. I think
So the
just happened.
Emmys, look, we're admitting that we may be saying the wrong award show, but it was a Hollywood award show.
Let's see.
And there's a rumor that Ross Matthews said that Kim Zolciak and her daughter Brielle were putting themselves out there, pay $500,000 to spend the weekend with both of us.
Like spend the weekend or just hang out?
I'm not going to pay $500,000 just to watch a bitch eat.
Well, it depends on what she's eating.
Well, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, of course, there were no bidders because who the fuck wants to spend a weekend with two knuckleheads and a mom
For
and daughter
$500,000.
duo? So I heard that they went down and settled for $25,000.
With who? Did they say who it was?
And this is all
Oh my
allegedly.
God.
But
Ooh.
you know what? I fully believe it. I think that they are so desperate for money that they went a little bit too goddamn far when they said $500,000. Kim, you still wear a wig, okay?
There are the world's most famous porn stars don't
Don't
paid
even charge
$500,000 for a weekend.
But this is how delulu that she is. She thought that, her and Brielle are worth $500,000. So I don't know if this is true, but that is the rumor that is on the street. And it is coming from Ross Matthews, who is a comedian and can also be seen on RuPaul's Drag Race as one of the regular judges. He's quite funny on there, and we all know that RuPaul's Drag Race is one of the best shows to ever hit television screens.
Yes.
Shout out to season 5. So yeah, I feel like I believe this. I would not be surprised if this was 100% true. It had to come from somewhere. What the fuck were they even doing in LA or whatever it was, like roaming around the Emmys? And we know they didn't get invited to the Emmys,
Right.
but they were out there trying to trick.
I'm seeing some TikToks here of Ross Matthews sold themselves for something. Good Lord.
Which Kim started off on The Real Housewives of Atlanta as a hoe.
Pretty much, yeah.
She was the fucking
pretty much.
mistress. Yes, yeah. And she said herself she's been chasing dick since she came out of the womb. That's real early. That's an early start. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
So, I guess $25,000 is better than nothing.
I guess so.
I-
It's a little. Inflation is bad, but
And then you got to do it with your daughter? Like, damn.
man,
Yeah. that's-
I hope that's not true. Like, to be honest with you, I hope that's not true.
Well, I hope a lot of things about Kim are not true,
Yeah.
yet they always
I can't
are pretty
stand her,
much true.
but I hope that isn't true.
Well, I guess I'm sure it'll come out for sure. Well, something else that came out that just had all of us in a fucking chokehold
Oh no.
was Dave Grohl, who we thought was Mr. Perfect, can't do anything wrong, one of the greatest people to ever walk the planet.
The Keanu Reeves of music.
Yes, had a child out of wedlock on his wife.
Oh,
So when
Dave.
this story first came out, I'm like, oh no, this is awful. But I'm thinking like some 20-year-old kid popped up all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
forever in a big back.
But no, this is a freshly born child,
Freshly hatched
freshly
egg.
hatched egg. Which, for some odd reason, made it so much worse. I
It did.
guess because
It made it worse.
Yeah, it just made it worse. It's like, what the fuck, Dave? Like,
I know.
there's no hope for humanity.
We still got Keanu.
But at the same time, he is a man. He has a penis,
Yeah,
and he's
but-
also a rock star who everyone thinks is the greatest person on the planet. Pussy's been thrown out at him all the time.
Yeah, but Dave. God,
Yeah, and
I
then
mean, the
you-
guy who does concerts for free,
Yeah.
who elevates kids who play instruments, like, oh, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even teach a kid how to cheat right because you don't know how to
You
cheat right.
can't.
Yeah, you're raw dogging it out there, which makes it so much worse. It's like cheating on a person is one thing, but you're cheating on your wife and you're not even using a condom. I think they even were using condoms at one of P. Diddy's little orgy parties. I bet.
I doubt it. You know, that was all raw.
Yeah, like this had people like women freaking are starting like a hate campaign against Dave Grohl right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
You know, I'm just like, yeah, I feel so bad for his wife and kids. This is like, it just, it's weird because his wife is probably very extremely hurt, but embarrassed at the same time. She has absolutely nothing to be embarrassed by. To me, this is a perfect reason to leave his ass and take all of his access. I mean,
Well, you know, his ex-wife, Carrie Werher, I can't pronounce her name, but she's been talking a lot the last couple of days about how much of a serial cheater he was when they were together. So, like, now it's her time to kind of pile on and tear down the Dave nice image.
and it also proves that, women will fuck anybody that's rich because Dave Grohl most definitely looks like he's inbred.
Dave Grohl hasn't aged well.
Most inbred people don't. I mean, we've seen the heels have
He doesn't look
eyes,
bad.
and
He's just got that neck. He's got a neck thing going on.
he has a neck thing, a nose thing, beaverish teeth thing. Like there's something wrong with the top row and the top lip that just But people overlook that because he's a rock star, he's money, and he's a good guy. And this doesn't make him a bad guy, but
it
it just
doesn't. It
takes
just-
away from the good guy image.
If nothing else, it rehumanizes him. Like, okay,
Yeah.
he is just another fucking asshole like the rest of us.
What happened to the days where you could just pay a bitch off and say, never ever talk about this kid that we had together, and I will fund your life for the rest of your life?
Because I
Because
think
bitches want to be famous now.
that's
Like,
right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it is okay.
They want the
Yes.
fame part.
Yes,
Right.
I was the mistress. I was the baby mama. Those are things that you should be quite embarrassed by, but not anymore. We glorifize that kind of stuff
Absolutely. Yes.
now. Oh dear, where
Yeah,
did we
they call
go
it-
from here?
Yeah, they call it celebrity disappointment is the new kind of buzzword for that.
I don't like that they made a word about this for that. Like that just glorifies, like that just makes it something cool. Or no, this is awfulness. You know what I mean?
Come on, Keanu. Don't fuck it up for the rest of us.
Please don't, Keanu, because literally
You're so
we
good.
cannot. We have to have angels here on earth, and Keanu, you may be the only one. I mean, look at that old woman that he keeps dating. Like he hasn't even said to her, "Hey, I think you should go get your hair colored and sprucing up your wardrobe a little bit." He literally likes her just the way that she is.
Yeah.
She looks like his mom.
We got Keanu, Ryan Reynolds, maybe. Trying to think of other.
There's been divorce rumors swirling about Ryan Reynolds and
and Blake Lively?
Yeah.
No. Oh my God.
I always say rumors
Lost faith.
start from somewhere. I don't know. And this may not be true. There's just rumors swirling around about that. So,
Oh my God. I hope not.
yeah. So, here's something here's another fucking rumor. So, Janet Jackson did an interview I can't remember who she did the interview with, and someone asked her something about Kamala Harris, and this is what she said. Let me get this correct. Well, you know what? They supposedly said she's not black. That's what I heard. That's a rumor. That she's Indian. Her father's white. That's what I was told. I mean, I haven't watched the news in a few days. I was told they discovered her father is white.
Even I know that's not true.
And I know that's not true, even if I don't. And I haven't watched the news in years. And she's just claiming she hasn't watched it in a few days, and she's confused. I mean, I feel like Kamala Harris also has a Wikipedia page and a lot of other things that talk about her ancestry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So D.L. Hughley is not a person who I find to be very funny. But he has some very funny reactions to Janet Jackson and her dumbness. So I'm going to read what they say. Hashtag Janet Jackson's interview sounded like a hashtag Trump rally. FYI, it's a little ironic to question whether someone is black while you're breathing through the nose of a white woman. That's true. Yeah. He also said, hashtag Kamala Harris looks the way she does because her mom is from India and her dad is from Jamaica. Hashtag Janet Jackson looks the way she does because she has the plastic surgery. Yeah. I mean, he is really preaching the truth.
Yeah.
Then he finishes off with, all I know is hashtag Kamala looks like she did when she was in Oakland, but Janet don't look like she did when she was Penny. What the hell was in the iron? D.L. Hughley, chef's kiss with these responses. Yeah. Because, see, it's stupid. Like, someone heard that interview, and they were like, this is Janet Jackson. This is Janet Miss Jackson if you're nasty. She's smart. She's a celebrity. She's from the Jackson family. We've known her since she was Penny on Good Times. We trust whatever she says. So there's some other fucking moron out there who's like, man, Kamala Harris, they found out her dad's white? Oh, man, I didn't know that. Then they go to the fucking water cooler at work. Hey, guys, did you find out that they did a DNA test on Kamala Harris and they found out that her dad was white? This is just like the rumor mill of stupidity.
Yep.
Like that. Now she's gone back to say, oh, you cannot retract something like that already because it is all over the interwebs at this point. Janet Jackson, that ponytail that you did on this last tour that's real tight has squeezed your brain into stupidity. Let it loose, girl. It is squeezing way too tight. I know you're doing it, so it makes your, forehead stretch back and makes you look younger and more youthful. But we're reminded that you are old and, approaching 60 simply by your dance moves while you were on tour and lack thereof dance moves. So
Now Janet Jackson is related to Michael Jackson how?
oh my
No,
God.
is it her sister?
Oh my God.
Sorry, the reason I'm asking.
No, stop right there.
Oh God.
So for all of you people that have ever wondered what producer James's ethnicity was, he just proved it, as if he hasn't proved it enough times already. He just proved how fucking white you are. I'm about to fire you from life. From being my husband. That is one of the hands down top 5 stupidest things you've ever said. I can't believe I'm sitting here and letting you still have that fucking mic in front of you. I can't even believe my hands are not wrapped around your throat for how stupid you are. I am surprised that I'm not scheduling a brain scan for you tomorrow because you have really fucking gone dumb.
Oh boy. The reason
How is Janet Jackson related to Michael Jackson?
Here's what I did. Here's where I fucked up.
No. Here's the thing. You can't blame it on anything because it's like something that everyone in the fucking world already knows.
I know. No.
Okay.
Chat GTP fucked me on this one because
Who?
Chat GPT, like the AI thing you ask questions to, it fucked me over on this because I asked how many Jackson kids are left. I know Tito just died.
So only 2 of them have left. So you've got the 5 boys and the 3 girls,
right.
and 2 of them are now dead.
Right, but here's the way it answered. It said the following: there are many Jackson family members who are still alive, including Katherine Jackson,
The mom,
which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson's children, Rebby Jackson's son,
Rebbie,
Reby, and Tito Jackson's sons.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't mention anybody else. I made the mistake of not thinking, I guess. Because Reby, Jackie, Jermaine, LaToya, Marlon, Brandon, Randy, and Joe, or Janet, are all still alive.
You said all that stupidity and then went and pronounced Janet Jackson's name wrong. Jeanette. So with that being said, we're going to take a short break, and I'm going to have a very stern... Producer James may not be back after this break. Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I want to make sure you guys are following us over at Instagram and on Facebook. And remember to subscribe to our podcast anywhere that you listen to a podcast. Also, if you'd like to hear more of me, you can catch me every Monday on the Pink Shade podcast, as we are currently breaking down A Love After Lockup. And we're also gearing up to do a recap of Love is Blind DC. So we have made an executive board decision to just let Sushi be the regular producer of the show from here on out, because nothing he could not say, because he's a dog, could be as stupid as what we just heard before the commercial break. Tomorrow in this house that is mostly filled with Black people, I need to let everyone, actually I need to put up a bat signal right now to let everyone know something fucking went wrong, and that we'll be having a Black meeting in the house tomorrow.
You mean the bat signal or the black signal?
The black signal.
Black
so
signal.
It's going to be a white hat, you know, that white hat from that riverboat shit when that guy threw up the white hat.
Man.
Yeah, I mean,
Black signal.
Yeah, if I were a better person, I would go ahead and just say, let's scratch that whole part of the podcast, but absolutely not. No, because I live for moments that perfect James is not so perfect, because he really thinks he is the perfect specimen of a person. He thinks he's smarter than everyone, funnier than everyone, cannot do anything wrong. I know this, I know that. Well, you don't know the fucking Jackson family. Okay? That just lets y'all know he was not growing up listening to the Jacksons.
No. Michael, yes. The Jacksons, not so much.
Black people know all the Jacksons.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Oh, man. You're just disgracing this whole house with your whiteness right now.
Yeah.
All right. So, looky. Now, this is something very, very sweet. So, Jessie from Mama June, one of Mama June's daughters, and her girlfriend, Cheyenne, got engaged. Yeah. So last season on Mama June, Jessie let us know that she wanted to ask for Pumpkin's then husband, Josh, would be a sperm donor for she and Cheyenne to have a baby.
Way to aim low.
Yeah, and way to keep it all in the family. That's weird. We're sister cousins. We're brother nephews. Like... You can tell, like, even though she's like one of the smarter of the crew,
Well,
she's still a product of Mama June, which Mama June has lost 65 pounds.
More? I mean...
So from the end of the season,
till
she has gone on, I can't remember what shots. She's been working out. She's lost 65 pounds. It looks like she's lost 20, but that's just because she's really bad built and doesn't carry fat well. She carries it in all the wrong places, like ankle fat and stuff like that, and foot fat.
Ankle fat, wrist fat.
Yeah, she really, really does. That is how she carries.
She's built like the fucking Michelin Man.
She really is. Unfortunately, I mean, she cannot help that, but that is just factual. And if you see any pictures of her, you know that it's like a marshmallow person.
It's factual.
Yeah. So, but I am glad that she is staying off the meth. And that she is, getting healthier, because she does have custody of her late daughter, Anna's teenage daughter. So she needs to be here. She needs to be healthy. And I mean, 65 pounds, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So good for you, Mama June. Good for you. And so we know for sure they're probably filming right now. So this is going to be part of the new season. But we have seen 2 weddings on Mama June. They don't put on really good weddings, so I'm curious how this wedding is going to be. I'm wondering, are they going to take it to the extreme and have rainbows, because they're a lesbian couple, Are they going to just keep it country bunkin'?
You know.
Or just...
Don't act like you don't know.
Well, because you can hear Joe. Now, I know, Jesse, I think y'all, everywhere here, we're going to put rainbow. We're going to put lesbian right here at the top so everybody know y'all lesbians. And I'm going to make some of my beans. Everybody like my beans, my baked beans.
Well,
I
famous
put
beans.
hamburger meat in there. I put 10 pounds of brown sugar. I got Justin, I need you to take me to the... We already know how this is going to go. Then it's going to be a whole family fight over June trying to take over the wedding planning. And God forbid if anyone asks June to help them pay for the wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, but good. I'm glad to see Jessie happy and her not living on Pumpkin's couch anymore because that went on for a few seasons and that's just uncomfortable. But you know what else is quite uncomfortable is that Pumpkin's monthly salary was revealed. And
Salary?
well, how much money she makes, that's a salary, right?
Well, salary is usually when you have a job.
Well, clearly she has a job because she's making $20,000 a month.
Okay.
So when she and Josh were together, they were bringing in $40,000 a month because he was making $20,000 too. What?
That doesn't make any sense.
It's in court documents.
No, I mean, from their job plus TV, like all sources of income, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I did life wrong. When I hear things like this, I'm like, maybe I should have had Mama June as a mom. Maybe I should have fucked a guy when I was underage and get knocked up by him.
I don't think any amount of money now makes any of that shit worth it.
Maybe I should go buy eggplant instead of pumpkin. It just makes me rethink things
Wait, hang on.
in life.
Did you just say
Maybe I should have everyone
you
call
should
me
go buy eggplant?
Maybe that's where I messed up at by not having a food as my nickname. You know?
Because in Italian, the slur for black is moulignon, which means eggplant.
Oh, well, I'll take it for $20,000 a month.
You'll be a rich little eggplant.
Yeah, I'm just like, this bitch makes $20,000 a month. She still walks around without her hair being washed. She doesn't wear clothes that fit. Every shirt she has on is 4 sizes too big. She has not gotten anything done to help with her weight. She lives in a shack of a house. I don't understand what they're doing with their money. She's still driving that Suburban that she looks like she bought it from like an ad like in the back of a newspaper. Like, what the fuck, man? How is this bitch making what can I do to make $20,000 a month and not sell fentanyl?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, the Diddy parties are over, so
that's too much work for me. I don't want to work that hard. I don't want to work that hard. You know, I could be on a reality TV show like Pumpkin, and I'd be just fine. Like, God, this is kind of stuff that just irritates my soul. It really frosts my cookies. That this bitch is making $20,000. Then why the fuck was Alana on TikTok begging for money for her college? Bitch, go to your sister.
See, that's why I think that might have been like gross, and they don't count taxes or a lot of other shit that they pay out. I don't know.
This bitch doesn't even look like she makes $5,000 a month.
That's true.
And maybe I'm being unfair by going by how she looks and how her house looks, but damn, that's usually how we judge how much money a person has.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like,
maybe she's really frugal and just saves everything. Who knows?
For what?
To have later.
I mean, she does have 30 small children.
I mean, well, you know.
I maybe she's putting it in a cooling account for her kids.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I said maybe she's just frugal. I mean, some people make a shit ton of money and you wouldn't know it.
Well, you'll know it if I make a shit ton of money because there are going to be signs everywhere. First of all, I'm not going to talk to nobody because I don't want to talk to you. The fuck? I'm rich. I don't talk to the poor. No, absolutely not. I'm not going to do this podcast. Why? Talking to you guys for and having a look at producer James's face for an hour.
Oh.
Why? There's going to be like, sushi's going to be like recreated.
Cloned.
He's going to be cloned. I'm going to have 10 of them.
Oh my God.
There will be signs.
Oof.
And each one of them will have their own little Range Rover to drive around. And yeah, they'll have one of those collars that they bark, but then it communicates to me in English.
Oh, like an Up?
Yeah, there will you will know that bitch got into some money. You'll be able to see it. So Anyway, did you hear about the 8-year-old girl who stole her parents' not car, but small SUV and drove it to Target
No.
and went shopping?
What? Ooh, what?
Yeah.
Parked?
That's the first thing I said was, how did this? Look, I struggle at Target parking in between two cars. Usually that's enough to induce my anxiety. I said, nah, let me just keep on driving and go to one where I'm by myself. Okay? Because I don't want to hit someone's vehicle. She left the house, grabbed keys, drove. There's a video of her driving. The driving don't look that much worse than how I drive on the road. There was some swerving here and there, but mostly she did a pretty good job. She gets to Target, parks her car, and then she has $400 in cash, goes inside. I'm like, James don't even give me $400 to go to Target to shop with. She goes in there, starts buying stuff. Her parents have reported her missing. Then people start reporting that, hey, there's this 8-year-old kid in Target who really whipped into that parking spot, got out, went to fucking Starbucks, ordered a Frappuccino. The cop said, well, we went ahead and let her, drink the Frappuccino before she had to serve time, because that bitch needs to go to juvie. That is a criminal mastermind in the making right there.
It says she drove 24 minutes.
Yeah.
And hit a mailbox on the way.
That's the only thing she hit was a mailbox.
It says she was swerving all over the place on the dash cam. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm just like,
this is insane.
Yeah, but how about this? This how much she didn't give a fuck. She said, I'm gonna go by Starbucks too. And order, I bet the little bitch ordered a venti size Frappuccino too. So she could get all sugared up. I'm just like, so they made Target refund all the stuff that she bought.
I'm sure.
Her parents are so embarrassed they didn't even want to be interviewed.
Oh,
on
who
camera.
would be? Who would?
I would.
You want to like have people ask you how the hell did you let your 8-year-old daughter drive herself to Target?
Yeah, we could get our fucking own show on WeTV.
Well, there you go.
Thugs and Tiaras. You know what I mean?
She did hook rat things.
But what made her, like, did she plan this out the night before? Was this like a week's worth of planning? Or did she just wake up this day and say, this is what I'm doing? I don't, this is something I could see my niece Molly doing when she turns 8.
This is, oh my God, it's
Insane.
crazy.
Yeah, and the only thing she hit was mailbox. You know how many things I hit on just an average day when I go out? About 6 curbs. And that's a good day right there. I mean, that's actually quite impressive. You know what I mean? She's probably related to Dominic Toretto. She's got a little Toretto blood in her.
I mean, she's starting early. Like,
Yes,
I would put her on a dirt bike or something. Like, I get her driving.
What kind of punishment do you get for doing something like that?
Oh my God. What would you do? What would you do to your kid?
Nothing, because I'd be half scared of
Take her
her.
keys away?
No, I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'd be half scared of her. I'm like, what the else does this bitch know how to? Does she know how to bake bombs too?
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of scared of her. Like, goddamn Esther living in our house. Like, like, yeah.
Maybe they should, like, DNA age test her.
Something. That is quite
Oh my
something
God.
right there. So we're going to end this show with a little bit of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City premiere. And let me tell you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I was quite nervous about this season because they got rid of Monica, who brought it last season. She made last season one of the best seasons in Real Housewives history. And with that being said, we're like, how are they going to keep up this theme without her? But those bitches let us know they can keep the engine going, because this was a chef's kiss of a season premiere. First of all, Mary M. Cosby, You Smell Like Hospital is back. Okay. Mary M. Cosby, who I don't like black people, Latina people, Asian people, and their yellow skin. These are all things that she said throughout the seasons. Okay. Who also fucked her step grandfather and had a child by him. Yeah. She's back full time. And boy, did she prove to us how much we needed her back on the first episode of the show. This woman is, I don't know if she's a crazy person. I don't know, but she has like perfect one-liners. She's not trying to be funny. She's just naturally funny. You know how like I say something and it's funny and I laugh? She doesn't even laugh at the funny stuff she says because I don't think she realizes that the shit is funny. Then we heard Heather Gay, who said, fuck y'all saying that I'm one of the fattest housewives. I'm about to get on this Ozempic that I sell also at my med spa. She came back 30 pounds lighter,
Damn.
looking like new money and fabulous in a latex fucking dress with hearts all over them. Lisa Barlow is Lisa Barlow, and I think Lisa's going to be trying to fight bitches this season because we already saw her get up to try to snatch a hoe a little bit when she was fussing at Whitney. You've got Meredith, who is in how many seasons? I think this is the 5th season of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and this will be her 5th house that we've seen her in. Every season she's in a new fucking rental, okay? Meredith, sometimes people do 2-year leases. I think you should probably invest in one of those, perhaps. And her first scene is she's in a bathtub. We've got, who else have we got? We've got 2 new housewives. We saw a one-legged lady on the show, which I was watching that, and I said, what the fuck was that? Did that woman have one leg? Look, there's nothing wrong with having one leg, but I felt like this was, okay, so you have someone walking with like one of those, it's not the prosthetic leg that looks like it's your real leg. What's that other thing, that silver I was
like, oh, like a athletic leg it's not a prosthetic. What's it? It's a prosthetic.
It's like the pole.
Yeah, like a walking.
So you see 2 people, you don't know them. They're going into a party and you do just a quick flash of them walking. I think you could have spent at least 15 seconds showing us the person with one leg so we didn't all have to pause and rewind because we all said that woman had one leg. It was just, I don't know, it was like a shock value kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Is that Bronwyn, or is that Brittany, or is that Mealy?
No, this is someone who was like a friend of a friend.
Okay.
Okay. She's not a part of the cast or anything like that.
Okay.
Then we have Bronwyn, who we see in the middle of dead winter, 32 degrees outside, with leopard print booty shorts on and a puff leopard print jacket, which I don't know what I have to do in life to get that jacket, but I need that jacket. No, it will never be cold enough in the great state of Texas for me to ever need that, but I need that fucking jacket. And not to mention, she showed up to the party in a heart-shaped fur, red fur. Yeah.
See that.
Now, Bronwyn has already proven herself to be a bit of a liar because she told us that there's only 3 of those coats in the world. She has one, Rihanna has one, and then there's one in a museum. But someone already came out and said they have one too. The coat costs $15,000. But what a way to make your first appearance on the show looking like something from Fraggle Rock. I mean, I love it. I love her. I love it.
I see that. Oh my God, it looks silly.
And then there's a scene. So, and now, if you watch the show, we have a new duo. We've got Miriam Cosby and Angie K, and her big ass sunglasses are now really, really good friends. We see Angie check Meredith for some of her lies and rumors that she's been put out. Like, this woman actually pulled out a scroll out of a designer bag and opened it up and listed all the reasons why Meredith owes her an apology. I like that. That's some gangster shit right there.
That's some old school medieval shit.
And so if you watch the show, you notice that one line is blurred out, and this is what that blurred out line says. It says, my business of 25 years, you accuse my business of 25 years for being, what does it say? A scheme for laundering or something like that. I don't know quite the reason why that was blurred out, but it was blurred out for some reason.
Because it's an accusation of a crime.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
He's kind of redeeming himself a little bit. Unfortunately, he's not redeeming himself with black people, but I'm sure you white people are impressed by what he just said. So good for you. So then we actually get to the dinner party of everything, and everyone. We've got Heather, we've got Lisa, and we've got Meredith all chewing the fuck out of Whitney. And they all collectively say, 1, 2, 3, you're a liar at the same time, which finally, Whitney is being called out on her shit. They were on her ass so much during that dinner. So she goes, guys, this is a lot. Bitch, yeah, it is a lot. We got a lot of years of lying that you've done. Like, it's all going to come out this season. I think this is going to be a stellar season. I feel like it's going to get better and better. I mean, I would be quite for them to start this high, they cannot let us down. They just cannot let us down. So tune in to the Real Housewives of League City. Look at me.
Of the
Wishful
LC.
thinking. Wishful thinking. Because if there was a such thing, I hope that I would be on it because League City is right here.
LC.
Yeah.
Real Housewives of South League City.
Of South League City. Man, oh man. What a day. What a day. I would be right there at that casting.
Oh man.
Oh, boy,
they'd
would
have
I.
to. Oh, there's no way you wouldn't.
I
be
would sleep in
auditioning.
the parking lot to be first in line.
Yep.
Yeah, I would be. Yeah.
Well, you would send me to sleep in your spot, and then you
I
come
would
take
let my family face bankruptcy
it. just
just
be on
to
a Real
purchase
Housewives.
my outfit for the casting to get on the show. Okay. Well, we want to thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.